Hey, before I get started here, I wanted people to remember that you have about 2 days left to enter the giveaway. I'm going to draw the winner probably when I wake up on Christmas morning, so the early, Pacific Standard Time is when I'll be doing that. I'm not going to upload the video at midnight. I'm going to wait until Christmas so that it's fair for everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody who's interested has entered by now, but I want to make sure that everyone has a fair chance because I'm probably not going to be doing this again for a while. But today I wanted to talk about some things on the Steam sale. Obviously I play a lot of niche games, hidden gems and stuff. It's pretty much all I play for the most part, aside from, the kind of slightly bigger budget Japanese games. So I thought I'd kind of raise awareness that a lot of these games are on sale for dirt cheap right now. So as Tez, I covered extensively back when it came out in August. We've already talked about how badly it's done. You should definitely support these guys. It is $8 on Steam right now, so if you want to get it on PC, you can get it for dirt cheap, under 10 bucks. But they are porting it to the Switch, and you can see I put about 20 hours into the game. It is definitely a good portable game because you can play the arena mode. The arena mode is about as bite-sized as you want as possible, really. Like each battle is like barely a minute long, so it's a good game to play like that. Also, the campaign mode lasts for about an hour roughly, so you can probably split that along sleep modes, like sleep mode sessions. It is a really fun game. It does have some problems. There's some unfair attacks. I feel like it could use a little more mechanics. Like I've already talked about how they want to kind of tweak the mechanics, but they don't have the funds to. So if you want to get it on a PC, this is like the historical low for it, so I definitely recommend the game. It's just up to you if you want to wait till it's on console or not. Now, Fight and Rage is $15. I've covered basically every facet of this game, so I'm going to keep this one short, but this is also a historical low for this game. He said that he hasn't made his investment back, which is really depressing, so I think you should definitely support this guy. He's pretty much come out and said that he doesn't know how he could port it. Also, living in South America makes it really difficult for him to get a Switch or like a dev kit or anything, so it's probably not going to be on any other consoles anytime soon outside of like maybe Homebrew on the Switch or Vita, where you could stream it through your PC or something, but there's not going to be an official port anytime soon, so if you've been watching me or other people play this game, you should definitely hop on this because he doesn't do discounts that often. He is one of those indie developers that actually respects his work. He doesn't put it in $1 bundles like a month after it comes out. Like he actually wants people to pay for it and actually play it. So this is definitely a good price. $15 is, in my honest opinion, I think it's what he should have launched it at because it would have kind of put it more in that impulse buy territory because people are used to paying $15 for an indie game. A lot of the Xbox live arcade games are either $10 or $15, very rarely higher than that. $20, I think the game offers $20 worth of content, but people get kind of stingy, so $15 is definitely a good price to jump in on. The Vagrant is on sale for dirt cheap. This is also a historical low. Basically what happened is they got a publisher. I've never heard of the publisher. You can actually see what else they published here. Apparently a bunch of softcore hentai games. I'm not sure. Those are probably dubious quality, but it is on sale for $2.39. It's still in early access. They have been pretty diligent about updating it, so there's definitely, I don't think there's much of a risk of it, being abandoned. But it's not finished, so if you don't like early access games, you might want to hold off. But still, for $2, there's still quite a bit of game left in there. I'll try to get back to it probably next month. I haven't checked every single price for every single game I've covered, so we're just going to go through. $40 for Tokiden 2 is not bad. It is available for cheaper on PSN right now, I think. But the PS4 version basically has 30 FPS, so if you're a stickler for higher frame rates, and I can definitely speak from experience, I put like 200 hours into the Vita versions of the first two games. The 60 FPS is like a monumental difference, so if you want to jump in on this, it's great. It's just you might want to try to get another friend to buy it too. The multiplayer is pretty fun. I've pretty much covered every aspect of this game, so we're just going to move on quickly here. Monolith is on sale for $5. I've only spent like half an hour with this game. As you can see, I did the overview for it. This game is really fun. They are still updating it. The developers are very passionate. They even came on the Shmup Weekly, or the STG Weekly podcast a couple months ago and talked about just how passionate they are. You should definitely support these guys. I'm sorry that I haven't played it that much to give it too much of an opinion, but what I've played of it has been really enjoyable. Red Obsidian Remnants, it's definitely kind of a tongue twister, is on sale for $7. Honestly, I stopped playing this game because of the last two bosses. The last two bosses, for some reason, they just jacked up the health to like really ridiculous levels, and I just haven't enjoyed playing it anymore. But if you play on normal mode, I think you only have to fight the dragon, the skull dragon. So I can kind of recommend it. It is still fun. It does offer a lot of content. They are still updating it. I think they have multiplayer now, so if you want to play it with a friend, you can. I'll definitely have to find someone I can test that with, but it is an enjoyable game. It's just it's kind of got that Chinese game design where there's just always something incomprehensibly wrong with it that doesn't make sense, which is like the boss health is just ridiculous. It's not fun to fight them. They don't stagger. I'm not really sure what the reasoning was behind doing that. Bullet Soul I already covered. It's on sale for under $10. If you have Phantom Breaker, I think you can get it for cheaper. What else have I covered here? Next Machina is on sale for $8, I believe. Definitely a good purchase if you don't have it on PSN. I think it's on sale on PSN right now too. You'll have to check, but $8 for this game is a steal. I actually had to refund the PC version of this because it just did not like my video card. And then I found out that there were drivers for it, which is really weird for me. Like usually when they release new drivers for your video card or your GPU, it's usually for like big name games, but apparently this game needed a driver to function properly, and they didn't do that till after I refunded it. But as far as I know, it runs fine, so I definitely recommend that as well. Varstray, I've already covered. This game is always on sale for dirt cheap, so but for $2, it's a steal. You can also get the full package, I believe, for $5. DLC is under $3. I definitely recommend getting the DLC if you get this game because the main game is just too long. It drags on. It's really draining to play. So I definitely recommend spending the extra $3 to get the DLC if you do get it. But that'll still be about $5 in total. Blue Revolver is on sale. I haven't put too much time into this, but this is actually getting a pretty significant update very soon. I think they're going to be tweaking the arcade mode and stuff, so I definitely recommend getting in on this now while you can. Bleed 2 is a game I didn't put a lot of time into, but it's definitely got a lot of content. Really great game, especially for $7. I'll have to go back to that at some point. There's just been so much crap coming out. Sometimes I beat these games and I just like instantly move on, and I kind of feel bad. I think the Initial was on sale as well. I've already covered this game in pretty extreme depth. $7.50 for this game's not bad. It is a very, I guess you'd call it arcade-inspired game. There's like there's no BS in the game. You just run straight through it, which is nice. You know, so many games have like a ridiculous amount of padding now, either with just like unskippable cutscenes or puzzles or you know, just like having to grind to get a good moveset or anything resembling fun. This game doesn't have anything like that. You can pretty much max out the whole moveset in one run. I think you'll be missing like 2 or 3 things. I will probably go back and speedrun this at some point. $7.50 for it is a pretty fair price. $10 wasn't bad either, but $7.50 is really respectable as well. Bayonetta needs no introduction. It is $10, so if you haven't bought it already, I think they've patched most of the issues. There were people having random performance issues and stuff. That's all been fixed now, so you should definitely jump in on this if you haven't already. Vanquish is on sale for $10. I can't really comment on that game. I bought it on PS3, several years ago, and I just didn't like it. I might buy it during the sale and check it out, because that game had a pretty bad frame rate on PS3. Maybe the increased frame rate will help it. I'm not really too sure about that. Now you're wondering why I would recommend this when they just announced a couple weeks ago that they're going to put the HD collection on Steam. Basically, the Style Switcher mod fixes like all the issues that the game had, and also adds a bunch of extra stuff as well. And what I'd like to warn people about is they may delist this version, and we don't know how mod friendly the new one is going to be. Obviously, DMC4 has been cracked wide open because it's on empty framework, and people have figured out how to mod that engine, which is why like the Resident Evil games, Dragon's Dogma, and DMC4, they have all those mods. Obviously, this new port is not going to be on MT framework. None of those games were originally, so we don't know how mod friendly it's going to be. So I actually recommend buying this if you want to mess around with the mods, because you know, they might delist this because it's a pretty garbage port unless you have that Style Switcher mod. So for $5, I recommend getting this just so you're able to have the future-proof ability to mod the game in the future. This may end up not being worth it. They may make it so that you can mod the HD edition, but it's kind of up in the air at this point. I don't believe the dishwasher is on sale. Yeah, it's not on sale. $10 for that game's still really good, but Transformers actually got delisted, unfortunately, at the beginning of the sale yesterday, so that's kind of a bummer. If you have the game on PS Plus, or you want to buy it from GameStop, I definitely recommend it before it gets harder to find, because it seems like they lost the license and they just kind of did it with no warning, which is really shady, but I don't know, what can you do? I Am the Hero is not on sale. Streets of Fury EX needs no introduction. I put almost 50 hours into this game. The game is like half an hour long, and I put 50 hours into it. That should be a good testament to its quality. $5 is pretty awesome. There is still one final update coming very soon. I can't really show the content from that because I am a tester, but it is coming in the near future. I don't know when. They're also apparently working on a new game, and I think it's going to be a beat 'em up as well. So you should definitely support these guys for $5. Earth's Dawn is $10. This game was kind of rough around the edges. I kind of got tired of it past a certain point. I probably will go back to it eventually, but for $10 you can get a couple hours of fun out of it. God Eater 2 Rage Burst is probably on sale because Namco always steeply discounts their stuff. But the netcode basically doesn't work. So if you're an avid hunting game player and you like to play with your friends and kind of share all the progress and stuff, I don't recommend it for that. I saw there's a streamer who played a lot of Tokiden. I played with their group a couple times when the game first came out. They actually refunded this game because they couldn't get the net play working. So I kind of enjoyed the time I spent with it, but I don't know if I could terribly recommend it unless you're just completely planning on playing it single player. Super House of Dead Ninjas is on sale as well. I don't really need to introduce that game. Daifukatsu is on sale. Mushi's on sale. A lot of the shmups are on pretty steep discount right now, so if you want to pick up some shmups, that's so hard to say, you should definitely kind of bite on that while you can. Under $10 for 20XX is a steal. I believe it's going to be coming to PS4 soon, so if you want to play it on console, that's probably might be better to wait. It's up to you. That's basically it. Those are pretty much all games that I've covered in the past couple years. Pretty much everything I've played is on steep discount, so if you'd like to look through my past playlists or videos, pretty much all those games are on sale right now, so you should definitely get them while you can. Some of them, like Danmaku Unlimited 3, are going to be on Switch, so if you want to play it there, it's also available on mobile as well. You might want to check some of these smaller games, a lot of them are getting Switch ports. So if you prefer to play them in a portable setting, or you like to have the, the hybrid option to play it either on a console or on the go, then you might want to wait. I believe I wouldn't be surprised if Bleed 2 gets a Switch port. Aztez is getting one. A lot of these games are. So definitely be wary. A lot of indie games, a lot of the games I cover are smaller, and they definitely lend themselves to a portable setting. So you might want to check to see if a Switch port is coming. Because I don't know about you, but there's a lot of games I've bought on Steam that everybody buys games on Steam that they don't play, but I've bought a lot that I double dip. I buy them on Vita and I play them far more there than when I'm at home. If you're one of those people, you definitely might want to check, because a lot of indie games are getting ported to Steam right now because they're doing exponentially better than they do on PC, because there's much less competition. The people who are buying Switch are far more accepting of smaller games than a pretty large portion of the Steam user base. So you might want to check on that unless you're okay with buying a game twice. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, you should definitely enter the giveaway if you haven't already. I'll be drawing the winner in the morning on Christmas. So my time is Pacific Standard Time, or PST, so you can adjust that to wherever you live. But whatever the case, that morning I'll be drawing the winner. So definitely don't hesitate to enter if you haven't already. If people would be interested in a Fight and Rage giveaway, I might have some funds for that since it's only $15. If you guys are interested, go ahead and leave me some comments, and I'll try to arrange that in the near future. Thanks for watching. Peace.